Oh, my friend Pedro, how are you?
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Oh, it's 4 p.m. now in Portugal time.
Yes, exactly. Can you see me and hear me?
Not yet. We hear you, but I don't see you again. Not yet. I don't see you. Ah, yes. What's up, Pedro?
Le live en retour sur le.
Ah, ben voilà, Crimson est là. Je ne savais pas encore. On n'a pas toutes les infos. Voilà. Non. Moi, je regarde Systex, sauf si il veut partir en courant. Donc, voilà.
I can see Crimson
Yes.
and myself.
And do you see us? Do you see
Si
us?
vous pouvez avoir le retour du live dans Discord, ce serait super.
On maybe the... Yes, it's possible to have... C'est possible? Ouais, d'avoir le retour du live.
I don't see the video from Fred.
Yeah, it's coming.
Coming.
Oh, you can see the video at all? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, now I can see the video. Yeah. Good.
Okay, perfect. I have everything I need.
There's a small delay.
After 24 hours, we are on time. 5 p.m. It's 5 p.m. and 24 hours after we start. It's not bad. It's not bad.
No, it's
We are not
perfect.
be late.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Is it live?
It is. Tell me when you see us.
Hi everyone.
Tell me when you see us.
Yeah, I can see you. I can see everyone.
Oh, Pedro.
Hello.
Ah, and je sais pas comment. I will introduce you first in French. Donc, pour ceux qui ne connaissent pas encore Pedro Camacho, c'est le compositeur, en tout cas un des compositeurs, mais le principal de Star Citizen, de la musique que vous entendez donc dans le jeu. Il y a effectivement d'autres, comme Darren Lambourne ou Geoff Zanelli, qui aussi, je vais dire, ont certaines zones comme les stations au-dessus, je vais dire, des planètes. Mais donc voilà, Pedro, je ne sais pas le pourcentage, mais a bien fait 80 ou 90-90% de la musique du jeu. Il ne fait pas que ça, il a fait il a reçu un award avec le jeu Chorus il n'y a pas très longtemps de Hollywood Award Gaming Music. Et donc voilà, il est très actif dans les jeux. Il a beaucoup travaillé, l'historique peut-être que même Crimson le connaît mieux que moi, avec The Witcher, avec peut-être Civilization, etc. Donc voilà, il a un très grand parcours et ce n'est pas terminé. Et donc il nous fait l'honneur et le plaisir, en tout cas pour nous, d'être avec nous. Il m'a dit aussi qu'il accepterait de jouer un petit peu le cello et l'autre peut-être instrument dont je ne me souviens pas. We would like to begin, and Crimson, you may begin the first questions to Pedro, and now let's go.
Hi Pedro, it's always to have you. It's always nice to have you. I'm so glad you're here, and I will kick off your interview by asking your first question, which is here, and let's get right into it. Do you have one favorite instrument? I mean, in general, and then can you elaborate amongst your own instruments, which is the best, which is the one that you prefer?
I love piano is the best. I'm a pianist, so piano is the best instrument for me. But it's not here in this studio. It's in my it's my mother's house, which has a very large living room where the grand piano is there, and I recorded there because it sounds really much better than this is my composition space, so where I do most of my work, because it's just cozy and I can see the birds outside and just my own place. But the piano is the thing I love the most. It's the piano. But I also love because I think that's the best instrument to compose stuff. But I also play cello. And I love synths. I have some of them are back here. They're turned off right now, but some of them are back there. And I have I love using Rolly keyboard as well. That's something I love, which is kind of like a keyboard, but you can slide the notes freely on the keyboard. Very interesting approach. Can't wait to get my Osmos, which is a new instrument. I mean, I'm not sponsored by them. I have to pay for everything, so it's not a sponsor thing that it is. So the Osmos from Expressity, which seems to be, haven't played it, but I made a pre-order in 2019, so it's been quite a long way. Still waiting for them to. So everything is very good, has very big delays. So I'm waiting for 4 years for that keyboard. I think they said it would come this year, but then they postponed to July. Now I don't know if they'll postpone again. Also have in front of me there's like the usual MIDI keyboards, which is I use the native instruments complete. I mean that's just anything you like to use just to send MIDI data. And yeah, so those maybe are. Oh, I also have other instruments there. I would love to play them if you want.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Some are local instruments.
Just before maybe a translation in French, maybe just on everything you said. Sistek peut-être, si tu as...
Ah bah, je suis avec Crimson,
Ouais.
du coup. Donc là ici, Crimson vient de demander tout simplement quel était l'instrument préféré de Pedro. Il a bien sûr répondu que le cello était un de ses instruments préférés. Il a aussi dit qu'il avait plusieurs autres instruments, Crimson, si je ne me trompe pas. Il attend un Osmos aussi.
Il arrive.
Il attend, oui, des synthés différents.
Ouais, deux nouveaux synthés différents.
Wow.
Voilà.
Il a d'autres instruments qui sont locaux, qui sont un peu internationaux.
Ouais. Il aime le violoncelle aussi.
Le cello.
Le cello.
No, it's not a Portuguese guitar. It's actually I'm picking up my cello. Actually, my own cello broke last week. I left it. I just touched it and it just fell to the ground. And there's a small piece that has to be replaced. But I have here with me my son's cello because he's learning cello. He's 9.
Yeah.
And maybe I could show you just. I'm not used to this size because it's a bit smaller. Can you hear it? The cello?
Yes.
So when I played for Pyro, the music that you hear, there was some one of the things that I did, many things, but one of the things I did was try to create some gliding notes. I wanted to feel like something that's a bit had a bit of acidic sound. I don't know how to say. It's mixed with other stuff. So I played it at the same time. I played the same slides with the seed board connected to the Moog one. So it created like a hybrid instrument. I really think this sound was really cool. So like something, the cello alone would be like this. Something like this. I mean, it sounds very stupid like that. Also, there are some. So basically, I remember doing some rhythms, very subtle ones, not so loud as here in this, but I had to play it louder so the earbuds can capture it like some. Oh, something like that. So that was the violin. Also made some more. There was some more. So there were some times where I played some more expressive notes, but it was always with the idea of creating textures and harmonics. I didn't play harmonics, but it's. So I mean, it's not so interesting to hear it with me playing live, but I think it really feels very, very nice in the music that I was doing. At least I liked it. Also, there's an instrument here, which is this instrument is from Portuguese islands, which is called viola da ram, and I actually use it for a Netflix show that's coming up, and it goes out of tune just so quickly. Sorry, this is a bit out of tune. So okay. So and then it was like something the thing that I created like. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're not seeing me playing it. Like, I can't keep it. Sorry. Something like that. And this became the main theme for an upcoming Netflix show that I scored. And so I think it created a very different sound. Also, there's another instrument out there which I played very subtly on Star Citizen just once. It was an instrument that was given to me by the brother of my grandmother, and it's around 100 years old. It's a mandolin.
Ouais.
Let me just pick it up. Here.
Tu as peut-être ce que tu vas dire ici sur peu de temps.
Ouais.
Oh,
Sorry, so
Pedro,
that
just a
mandolin.
few seconds.
And I use
Yes.
Donc là ici, il est en train de nous montrer un petit peu comment est-ce qu'il de tous les instruments qu'il possède.
So there's a track probably you know on Star Citizen where you hear like dun, 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 dun,
Donc ça, c'est une des
dun,
musiques
dun.
qu'il y
I
a
think
dans
you
Star Citizen.
recognize it. I was playing with this instrument, but in a way which is
Tu as
very
joué donc avec la
not the
mandoline.
way the instrument is meant to be played. So it was made just by very subtly. Oops, there's a small bug here. Very subtly scratching the nose.
Donc c'est une musique qui a été créée en grattant justement très légèrement les cordes.
Something like that, and but I played very subtle in front of the microphone, and then I placed the volume way higher, so it kind of feels like you're like a scratchy mandolin, which it doesn't sound like a mandolin. They don't want it to have the sound of a mandolin, but I really liked it. It felt me proud to use something that just belonged to my family into the Star Citizen score. So I mean, that's a small taste of other instruments. Also I have a very good instrument which I've been using recently. Let me just where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is.
Il doit en avoir des claviers, Pedro.
Écoute, à ce que j'en vois, il en a deux là, et il y en a encore deux qu'il a commandé, deux Atmos,
Et je crois qu'il y en a deux là.
deux Osmos. Et je pense oui qu'il y en a encore deux de l'autre côté.
So it's really nice for some planets that I mean, for some reason I want some like a. And it's great to make some effects like that. I mean, a very good one. This flute, I bought this flute from my nephew, but because he was supposed to become a flutist, but he really quit the music, and he doesn't want to study flute anymore. So I said, well, if you don't need it anymore, I bought it, and I said, well, you will. I mean, I will ask it back because he was just there gathering dust, and I learned to play it. Actually, I learned to play this last year, so it's like. Also, I use guitar, but guitar, I think most everyone.
Ce que vous avez vu ici, il a appris l'année dernière à en jouer.
I learned guitar just before the get I learned guitar just for one thing. It was so my kids wanted to have fun, and I wanted to play like there's a what's called a baby shark, you know, baby shark, like baby shark, and I had to play that on guitar for them. And now it's for them to go to sleep. I play like oh my darling, oh my darling. The guitar is over there. I will pick it up later in the stream if you want. So those are. I don't like to say like I'm a multi-instrumentalist because I think to be like a multi-instrumentalist for real. You really need to master instruments. I know how to play them. I don't think I'm master them enough to say I'm actually an instrumentalist. Anyway, so that's about the instruments.
Yeah, so that's really a lot. Tu veux traduire c'était
Je t'en prie, vas-y.
Du coup, Pedro nous parle de tous ses instruments, il en a beaucoup. Il dit aussi qu'il ne se considère pas vraiment comme un multi-instrumentiste parce que il dit que pour ça, il faut pour se considérer comme tel, il faudrait maîtriser chacun des instruments.
Tout à fait.
Entre savoir jouer et maîtriser l'instrument, bien sûr, il y a un gouffre. Donc ensuite, il nous a présenté une mandoline qui a 100 ans, qui a appartenu au frère de sa grand-mère, dont il joue sur Star Citizen, sur certains, d'une manière assez particulière sur certains morceaux.
Très doucement, très légèrement.
Une guitare traditionnelle portugaise dont j'ai oublié le nom. What was the name of the Portuguese guitar?
Viola d'Aram. In French, it could be pronounced like Viola d'Aram.
Viola d'Aram.
Viola d'Aram.
Viola d'Aram.
Aram means like a
Viol de quoi?
Viol de gars?
hard wire.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't have a direct
Ah
translation.
oui!
So,
No, it's probably
Le gambre. D'accord.
Et bien sûr, il nous a présenté rapidement tous ces claviers, tous ceux qu'il espérait acquérir dans le futur.
Et il y en a une fameuse Kyrielle.
Et une belle collection.
Oui. You have a nice collection of keyboards.
I wish I would have that.
Never enough, never enough, never enough keyboard, hein, Pedro? Never enough.
So, speaking of SC, what was your inspiration to create the music of Star Citizen that we hear in the game?
I really don't know. That question has been done multiple times. I really don't know. Most of it comes from the inspiration from the actual project, from the game, and I see the images and they really are incredible and they just really inspire me. Some of these tracks have inspiration from other things. There are some particular tracks, sometimes from things that happen in my life or things that happen in other people's lives. And those are really, I think that was special. Remember the one for Lullaby for KCV. I think I spoke about that quite some time. I think that was a very special one. I just think like it's. I try to sell in the music like the dream of actually being able to have ships going through the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get a bit more specific on that. I remember maybe it was a while ago you spoke in your life that you had some. I'd like to talk more about your influences more than the actual inspirations. Like you spoke about Jean-Michel Jarre. I remember that one because I like it too. But can you elaborate a bit on that? Like, can you remind us of what influences are on Star Citizen particularly? Because I know you've done other stuff that probably have other influences. But
But on Star Citizen, in terms of synth, definitely Jean-Michel Jarre and Tangerine Dreams. Maybe more Tangerine Dreams than Jean-Michel Jarre. Maybe. Maybe because I really remember hearing Tangerine Dreams a lot with my father when he was still alive, and he those are those moments I really treasure, and from the early 90s, where I used to hear a lot of music with them, and I remember we used to hear a lot of that sort of music. So Tangerine Dreams and Jean-Michel Jarre were two of his favorites. I still have the CDs here. I will just pick it up and show you. And,
it shows because I always feel like in Star Citizen it kind of has that retro futuristic vibe, if you know what I mean. Like a futuristic vibe, but from the 90s or from the 80s, and
Oh, le parc!
So,
oh my God!
So this CD was bought by my father. Oh my goodness, it's so long, it's falling apart. So the CD is still here, barely here. And it still has here in the notes, we can barely notice it, but it's still written with my father's handwriting, what were the favorite tracks for him. But that's why I actually, and he also had them, in this case, just reading. He was reading here in a pen. It's almost, but it was track number 4, 6, 5, and so it was Tia Captain, Zen Garden, and Hyde Park. And I remember Bois de Boulogne is number one as well because we love that one. The track itself, not the place. I mean, the place I've been to some of them. All the parts are beautiful. So there's Jean-Michel Jarre. Here it is. The concert is in China. We really love this one. He really loved the way the sound effects connected with the synth music. So and here he wrote the actual tracks, and he made a bubble around the one he really loved the most. So in this too, he really loved the most Magnetic Fields number 4. I mean, I remember from that, but it's curious to hear now and go through it and hear it again to see. That's cool. And those are influenced, not because he liked it, because I heard it so much, maybe I started liking it a bit more because of that. Also, there is something about it, about Enigma that he loved, and I remember seeing it. There are many other influences. My father also loves classical music, so I heard a lot with him. I liked it too, maybe not super fan, but Enya. You liked Enya?
Oh, Enya.
A lot. So,
oh
so these are some of the CDs I remember hearing with him a lot, and those are the only CDs I have in my studio here. So, and I kind of like to have them because it's like a memory from 30 years ago or more, 35 years ago. That's a long time, but they're still here, and it's kind of a way to keep his musical taste alive or some way. I remember he really enjoyed movies and games, and he was my gaming partner when I was young, and so we played a lot of games and together on the Commodore Amiga, which had this beautiful sound and at the time and beautiful music. If probably the younger people don't know, but PCs really sound really crappy until way in the 90s, and the Commodore Amiga was sounding great already in 88 and 1987. It was really a supercomputer in that regard in terms of graphics and audio. So those are some of the influences, and then other things. I love rock. I also play in a metal band, so kind of.
You playing
in metal?
No, I play synth. I play with.
Okay.
I play this usually this moves, and I do the arrangements, and nothing has been released yet, so there's nothing. But so I've been helping them mostly in the arrangement side, and it's just because I always love metal, and just that really love metal.
Du coup, on parlait un peu de ses influences et des choses qui ont fait, qui ont eu un impact sur la musique de Star Citizen. Donc, on a cité Jean-Michel Jarre et Tangerine Dream, qui étaient deux, je ne vais pas dire deux groupes, mais dans l'idée deux producteurs qui étaient avec lesquels il a partagé avec son père principalement. Et donc il a montré tous les CD d'époque avec les numérotations des pistes qu'ils aimaient bien. Il a parlé de l'Amiga aussi qui a pas mal influencé ça.
Oui, tout à fait.
Il avait déjà un très bon son à l'époque pour 87-88. Et voilà, je pense avoir fait le tour de ce qui a été dit.
Je pense que oui, ça a été tout ce qui a été dit, oui.
J'attendais confirmation.
Oui, c'est pour ça que je te la donne.
So yeah, let's get on. First of all, not first of all, but in the meantime, I'd like to really congratulate you about your award that came in earlier this year, right? Really, props to you. It's really deserved. So I'd like to ask, which music makes you the most proud? Are you the proudest of? Apart from the main theme from chorus?
No, I don't. It's not. I mean, there's nothing. Star Citizen is a very special project for me, and it's. I think to me, it belongs to my heart way deeper than anything else. Also, it's been such a long time, and I've been trying something which is not easy, which is to try to renew myself and be a different person in each situation on Star Citizen. But I always do it with a lot of huge heart and soul. But the problem is that which since the awards the game is not released, I cannot place it on awards, you know. So so that's the only reason why Chorus it was a bit more promoted, just because it was in award season and I had to show it so people could eventually. It was not a voting award because I don't like that. I think those kind of awards have no meaning. I mean, you know, public votes and stuff like that. I think that
was given by your peers.
Nonsense. So I think it was. I just submitted the music. I mean, the soundtrack itself, and I never heard from them. I didn't know anyone, and then I was surprised when it actually won because I didn't submit it to anything else. To be honest, so it's not. There's so many awards in the world. I just submitted to that one, and it was really fantastic to know that it won. It made me feel that maybe I actually believe the music on Star Citizen is a level above that because of not because I'm more dedicated or what. It's because in Star Citizen there's a little bit more time, so I give a lot more attention to the details. I mean, there's so many tracks in Star Citizen that I love, like First Light, the Star Citizen main theme. I think that's I still love it. I know I did it myself, but I still wonder how I did it because I still absolutely love it. I really hope I could. I really hope it could gain other lives in other mediums. I would hope that the Star Citizen world, in a way, would gain some, Netflix or stuff like that. Series. I think it's definitely. I think we have people passionate about the world itself. I mean, I would love to know what happened to Mass after the reunion, which I scored. You remember the score I did? I did. The reunion. I think I loved scoring that one. It was a bit of John Williams, but I really loved scoring it. I still and I remember when the main character was going downstairs under the ship, and there was Mass in that chamber dormant. We all want to know what happened to Max. I do want to know what happened to Max. I don't know. And then they were captured. What happened after they were captured? I think that's just the perfect teaser for a big space opera. I think I believe that I love games. You know, I love playing games. I think games are the best way to get entertained. But sometimes it's great to feel like. Even if you play a game, it's great if there was a show about a certain part of your world, about something that was happening. I think that would be superb. Maybe, I don't know. I would definitely also love that.
There's definitely a lot of material in the whole Star Citizen universe to make a live action about it. But like you said, the game is still not released, so. Yeah, maybe that's hard by the time, but we never know, you know? We never know.
I think, yes, but I remember all the tracks, there was so much good, there was so much music I did with such a lot of passion. I mean, the Horizon Planet music, I think that was a stroke of inspiration. I think that still gives me shivers when I hear it. I think, also the music I did for Hurston, and Lordville, I think that's I think there was some of the tracks there that I still I still hear them and I say, okay, this was wow,
that was nice. Yeah,
I really liked what I did. I wouldn't change any single sound or any single note in any of them. So sometimes you hear stuff and you say, okay, it's good, but it's that section there that I would change something. But there's nothing. There's a track which is there was a fan that renamed it to Creating a Better World, which is kind of a nice name. It was not, but I really love that one I did. So there are so many tracks that I love. It's not. Chorus is a soundtrack that was done in a more traditional way, like the development wise. and it's a focus a lot on not only on ambient and ambient music, but also on combat music, which was very nice. I like doing that, and it was challenging because I wanted to improve myself. I think I did in terms of my one quality, and yeah. So I don't know, but you are I'm not the one who has to enjoy it. I think it's mostly you. You know, the fans. I hope fans are enjoying it.
We do.
It's been hard work, but I hope it's you can hear it at least.
Hard work makes the dream work. Tu veux traduire, Sislek, je prends?
Vas-y, prends. Je prendrai pour ma question, tracasse.
Donc on parlait, pour ceux qui ne savent pas, Pedro a reçu une récompense en début d'année pour la BO du jeu Chorus. Donc j'ai rebondi en disant, au-delà de ça, quels sont les travaux que tu as réalisés dont tu es
Amazing.
fier.
Congratulations.
Donc tu disais que le Chorus, en fait, c'était très bien, etc. Mais qu'il mettait vachement plus de cœur et qu'il avait vachement plus de temps pour travailler sur les musiques de Star Citizen. Donc s'il pouvait, c'est celle-là qu'il aurait proposé pour les récompenses. Mais comme le jeu n'est pas sorti, il ne peut pas les proposer pour le moment. Donc il a proposé Chorus comme ça, sans conviction, et puis il a gagné. Donc il est ravi de ça, mais il dit que vraiment là où il met le plus d'enthousiasme et où il prête le plus d'attention aux détails, c'est vraiment sur Star Citizen. Et qu'aujourd'hui encore, il entend, quand il réentend son travail sur le jeu, pour lui, il y a vraiment rien à reprendre, quoi. C'est régulier que quand on fait de la musique, on se dit bon bah là, à tel moment, ça aurait pu être un peu mieux, ça aurait pu être fait différemment, mais là, il n'a pas ce sentiment-là, et donc c'est vraiment un point qu'il faut souligner pour dire que vraiment à la fois il a la qualité du travail et en plus le temps pour donner de la qualité, donc c'est super.
Tout à fait.
Merci, Kamsa.
So, I had a little question. I don't know if that would be possible, but do you have any sound you're working on? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Do you hear
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I have a little.
Oh my goodness!
So
I touched my earbuds.
Yes.
Sorry.
Can you hear?
So
It's
can
okay
you
now?
hear us now?
Let me.
No.
I don't know.
No,
Maybe I have to leave and go, but I don't know why this
maybe
happened.
try that.
Try that
Wait
maybe.
a second. Just a second. Oh, okay. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
You hear us?
We hear you.
It's good now.
Good.
It's okay. It was a setting. I was just adjusting my earbud, and it's just disconnected. And I said, "Oh my
Merci
goodness,
Seb.
Jesus."
Merci Seb.
Anyway, and it's when I was showing. I forgot. Yeah, it was
Merci, Yoko.
nice. That's good. The word was cool. It was super cool. Even I think it was super cool. It gave me a real reassurance because it was. It's kind of it's Hollywood Music and Media Awards. I think it's an important award in the runner-ups. The other ones who were big games. I mean, games that I really love and I really respect. I love the music. I actually didn't thought I would ever win because it was God of War, Horizon, and Assassin's Creed. So there was the other nominees. So I thought, well, this is not such a big game. Star Citizen is a much bigger game, so it's for the kind of it's not so well-known game. So I was very surprised when it was awarded to me, and everyone was there live, and I was not because I didn't go because I really thought I would lose, because I thought, okay, they just there was the super high budget games of the year. I mean, there would be no chance for me because the game was not so played, and I was
It's
very.
It's all deserved.
The other ones were really great, really great professionals. I'm a fan of the other composers, really a fan. So I hope they know what they think about me, but some of them I know they enjoy my work a lot as well. So, but if they won, I will be very happy anyway because it was deserved for them. I mean, it's very difficult to win, but it was a good sign because if I feel Star Citizen is a soundtrack that has a lot more love into it and a lot of more weight and quality. makes me wonder if maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what will happen. But I'm pretty sure the quality is there and passion is there. So it's so I think it's I'm proud of what I did. I'm sorry. I think I don't usually speak like that, but it's been like it's these years. It is 10 years I've been making music for Star Zealand, and you know it's good to look back and see if what went well and what didn't. And I think on average, almost every single track that I released, I'm pretty proud of it. I still like to listen to it, and I wouldn't change it. So it's good. Also, one thing I might do in the future is I just released my newest website. It's still not. It doesn't have still the new stuff I want to do because I want to make some good sections that talk about the music on Star Citizen in each of the planets, because to be honest, each planet to me is like a new game in terms of music, because there's a whole concept and a whole new soundtrack to it. So it's just saying soundtrack for Star Citizen. It's like, well, it's not. I mean, there's the music that I did for the overall Star Citizen, and then there's the tracks that I did for each planet and for each and for the stations. And I mean, each one has its own dedicated idea, but I think it was cool. The initial coding was done with the help of someone, but I also coded part of the website in React. Actually, I'm looking at it right now, and Star Citizen almost just has just one single entry and the cinematics, some of them. But I think it would be interesting for me to also have Star Citizen, for example. Planet A, starting into Planet B, and then inside of it, speak about some of the details, which instruments I use, and maybe I don't know, maybe in Spotify, some of the things I like to do sometimes. I like sometimes to create like a synth, just remembering what we spoke about Tangerine Dreams, and for instance in China on Tangerine Dreams, just pure synth. I like to create just synth, purely synth-based, dreams. I call it like a dream. I made one.
I know what you mean. Like a really soft ambiances with no real melody nor harmony. Like you're really exploring and it's flowing all around. I know.
I did one which was Tokyo, New Tokyo Streets. In my dream was like a dream. It's not a dream. Like in my mind, like I imagine if I was in the future Tokyo and just walking on the street with the rain, and that was it. Walking on the street. So the melody, I just used one synth because actually it was a synth designer that created a new package of sounds, and he asked me to create a demo. I created a demo. I loved it. I thought I took a lot of time, and I released on Spotify and the other stuff. And I think I will add more into that line of stuff maybe in the future. So
Can't
maybe
wait to see that. I can't wait to dig into that.
Neither can wait.
That's really the kind of stuff I'm into too. Like having like synths packages, like really things that doesn't really make any sense if you know what I mean. Like it's really just an ambience, and you're getting there. You're just chilling and it's really taking you elsewhere,
If you go to Spotify, there's one there. There's just the first. There are two, but only one was really done with that in mind, which was the New Tokyo Streets. It's been fairly popular. People enjoy it. My son loves it, which is so strange. He says, "Dad, I want to," and then he knew about it, so it was super cool. It was super cool. He says the music calms him down. So yeah, I feel calm when I hear it. So that's a good. But
you wouldn't hear that. Sistek, tu veux prendre le relais pour poser ta question?
Oui, je peux, oui, tout à fait poser ma question.
Là, vous voulez que Sistek Bell pose, mais j'étais pas très discret.
Non, évidemment non. Le chat a entendu, mais bon.
Le chat a entendu, mais voilà, une question qui me tient à cœur.
So yeah, that's a bit of Fran's question, but do you have actually any music, any SC music that you're currently working on? And If yes, can you make us listen a track? A part of a track?
The setup I have right now doesn't allow to. I don't think it allows. I think I will mess up the stream. To be honest, I'm afraid to do that because I just touched my earbud but yes, I'm doing. Actually, right now I'm finishing some moons for Microtech. So that's the stuff I've been doing, and right after I will continue on my Power Quest. So that's it. Now the new tracks are under a new audio director. So let's see how it goes. It's always different because when I do music, it's not just my ideas. It's also the ideas from the direction. So I have to, juggle between my taste and what the director thinks. It will sounds better, and we have to find a good middle ground. And let's hope it makes part. I think it's going well, so let's hope it just continues that way.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it will.
Donc ici, j'ai posé la question de savoir si éventuellement il travaillait sur un nouveau morceau pour Star Citizen et si c'était possible pour lui de nous le faire écouter. Alors, il voudrait bien nous le faire écouter, mais le problème c'est que, bon, je reprends ces mots, hein, il a peur de faire mal au stream. Donc ici, oui, il travaille sur quelque chose de nouveau. Donc les lunes de Microtech. Donc voilà, il doit...
Et la suite de Pyro.
Et la suite de Pyro, oui, exactement, merci. Justement, j'étais en train de chercher. Donc voilà, il doit trouver un terrain d'entente, entre guillemets, entre justement ses goûts à lui, puis ce qui est demandé aussi par les donneurs d'ordre. Mais oui, il espère que tout va bien se passer, justement, et que justement on pourra écouter ça le plus tôt possible, justement.
Thank you. We have in the chat a quick question from Chris Arrow. Pedro, do you like ambient music? Chris Arrow like very much dark ambient soundscape of Lustmord. I don't know.
Lustmord.
Lustmord. Dark ambient soundscapes.
Oh, I like the soundscapes. I really love to hear just music that that helps me do other tasks. In the gym, to help me to make the workouts. When I'm coding something for some reason, maybe I just like to hear something that doesn't require such a really high concentration. Just fills brain with magic. That's it.
Thank you.
Donc oui, il aime beaucoup les ambiances pour ceux qui se posent la question, et c'est principalement pour travailler, que ce soit pour faire du sport ou quand il travaille sur d'autres projets, donc par exemple quand il code ou tout ça. I don't know how many time do we have left, Fran, il nous reste combien de temps?
Normalement on avait 1 heure, mais c'est à Pedro de décider s'il a encore un peu de temps. Mais...
Do you have any time left?
Yeah.
Merci Billy.
The only thing that I have now, to be honest, is because my daughter had a birthday party, and she's with my wife. And
last question, maybe.
Is alone downstairs.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe at some point I don't want to push it too far because he'll be a bit worried because he's still a bit young.
Yes, we will stay on the.
My son is the little guy who was born while I was scoring 300i commercial. The first one from 2013. So he's now 9. He's almost 10. He's almost turning 10 years old.
It's been 10 years. Yeah.
Already 10 years old.
It's been really 10
Happy
years.
birthday
Just a
to her.
reminder.
Happy birthday.
That's so he's kind of already not too small, but I don't like to. But yeah, just there are more questions from the stream. Just
another question
me.
from the stream.
I'll try to give briefer responses.
I'd like to talk a bit about the Beacon event. Like you've been there already, but let's talk a bit about how you came to know the convention and know Fran in particular, and maybe if you plan to go in another event in the future, like in another Beacon. If there's one, there's one in 2024 actually, but like in the future.
Yeah, I really love. I don't remember how I heard about Fran. I think it was we just exchanged messages or emails. I don't know. But everyone was super nice. I really loved it, and I can't wait to be there in 2024. Maybe with the actual official support by CIG, they said they would do it, so that would be easier for me to go there. That's so.
Du coup, on parlait de la beacon, donc il se rappelle plus exactement comment il est entré en contact avec Fran, c'est probablement par message ou par mail sur des envois. Et il disait aussi qu'il serait ravi d'être là à une beacon future, et ce serait plus facile pour lui si LG lui permettait d'y aller en tant que travail. S'il y a des questions sur le chat, n'hésitez pas.
Voilà, il reste quelques toutes petites minutes pour Pedro avant de retourner.
The chat if they have any question like Chris Harrow.
I've seen a question from Enya a bit earlier. So could you find inspiration in symphonic metal duos? For example, Epica Sancta Terra featuring Floor Jansen.
I didn't hear very well because your microphone has a lot of noise. Can you repeat that?
So, could you find inspiration in symphonic metal duos? For example, Epica Sancta Terra featuring Floor Jansen.
Yeah, of course. I don't think, of course, in Star Sins itself, the directors don't really want metal inspiration. Maybe so. It's not just about what I want; it's also what the project needs. It's always a mix, and I don't think that metal is part of Star Citizen in universe. At least not right now in where we are. Maybe in the future in some other areas or some other zones, or maybe some other when we are in another star system, maybe in another star system. I mean. So maybe that metal influence will come more. But I've used some distortion guitars here and there, but always very subtle, so doesn't sound like metal.
Yeah, I mean, with Pyro coming, if you get a pirate pub or something, it would be more than appropriate to have like a heavy metal over there. Someone screaming.
Pedro, if maybe the last questions, I have a question. I will give you 4 name of composer, and you have to choose. I think like I have John Williams, James Horner, Alan Silvestri, and I forgot the 4th. I like it.
I'd like to add James Newton Howard.
Yes, James Newton. You have to choose only one, just one, and which one would be?
John Williams. Yeah.
John Williams.
Yes,
We're all on the same page.
I really like James Horner.
Yes.
Really like him. But John Williams is just a very. I really like. He's a very talented pianist and etc. But he really has the craft of the orchestra. I think great orchestral music. I mean, there's always these things and more instruments, etc. But I think the orchestra will always be the soul of sci-fi. In my opinion, it can be mixed with a lot of stuff, but it's always orchestra. I love it. I think it's not easy to do something good and something good that doesn't sound cliche, because it's something that you all know. So yeah, so I think I would say John Williams. Yeah.
Pedro, it's 6 p.m. Thank you very much for the hours, and we will let you back to the birthday party. You're great. I saw the community loves you so much. Each time we talk about Pedro, Pedro, it's incredible.
That's a hype train that comes.
It's incredible, and everyone knows that without music, the game is not the same. It's not the same. The music is everything for the immersion, and when you are inside and you would like to go away 2 hours and you have the music and the sound you made in the games, it's amazing. And you're s'évader, on s'évade.
You can fly away actually.
Yes,
From,
fly away from the job of every day, and it's incredible. Thank you, Pedro. I hope that
Thank
we
you.
will see you very soon
It's,
next year.
I would just like to say some few final words. It's just thank you very much to you. Thank you very much to everyone that supports this dream. It's really a dream, and it's it's really amazing that it really connects with you all. The music. I mean, I work really hard to make sure that you are happy with it. But also, I'm happy. Everyone is happy, to be honest. I don't want to make music to please. I don't like that. Just doing crowd pleaser music is not my thing. I hate that. I like to do something that has a really good meaning to me, and also I feel very happy when I know that it has a good meaning for you as well. And it's thank you for the support. Really, so it's not. I cannot.
Someone,
I have no words. It's just
someone say in the chat that the music is the main character of the game.
I don't know. I hope. Well, I don't know. Maybe now, if I was not there, maybe there would be so much difference. I don't know.
Yes, and we hope.
I'm glad that I am there. I'm glad that Cloud Imperium Games also believes in me, and also I'm very glad that you also resonated with my feelings in terms of sci-fi, of what sci-fi should be. And I'm glad that we are making history, because that's it. We are making history, and I hope that.
J'ai des frissons. I got little chills from the music that's passing right now.
We hope that you will make hundreds songs for planets in the future and environment.
And that we will hear you for longer and longer and longer now.
Yes. Thank you very much, Pedro.
Thank you very much, and from all of us, happy birthday to your daughter.
I really appreciate your time.
For your
Thank
kindness.
you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. See you later.
See you very soon.
Cheers.
Bye, Pedro. Thank
See
you.
you.